Hey there everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris Olmy. We are back at Via Manethran. We are playing Starters Order 7. And the good news is Dross is ready. A little jaded right now. But we've got about 6 days, nearly a week to get to that race. Usually it takes 2 or 3 to get from jaded to fit. He's actually been okay for a little while, so I'm hopeful that we're going to run the Preakness, and that's going to be the test. That's going to be the big test. That's going to be the question mark. Could we have competed in the Kentucky Derby? Can we hit a good mark in the Preakness? Will we have had a shot at the entire Triple Crown? So if we do anything to the top 3 in the Preakness, I'm going to keep an eye on the stamina bar. If it goes up, we're definitely in on the Belmont, which is the Brooklyn, I believe, in this game, because it's unmodded. Yeah, we're going to have to see. But first up is Tyrion in a grade 3. Yeah, Bold Ruler, grade 3. Go find that, almost get past that. So, again, decent set of horses, decent group in here. We're not really favoured, but we've got a shot. I think that's the best way I can put it. We do have a shot in a few of these races. So, we're going to be on the outside here. Tyrion looks to be off to a decent start. We've got Wicked Lord and Coup de Royale right at the front with Foxtrot Romeo on our inside. Back to Canis, Open Delil, Lucky Windmill on the outside, and Janud at the rear on the rail. Round this turn now, we've got a front 5 and a rear 3. Wicked Lord out in front. Coming down now to 1.5 furlongs. We'll jump out of that quick sim. It looks like Canis might be trying to come up our inside. It looks as well like Janud and Coup Royale are going to come from deep. Those are going to be the 3 challengers. Canis will fall off. Coup de Royale, I keep putting a D in there. It's not a D, and it's not a win for them. Tyrion picks up a grade 3. He drinks, he knows things, he wins races. All there is on that. So a pretty good run. Just off the front, did enough, held off, and that's a decent grade 3. So I'm happy with that. We're opening up with a win, and that makes Tyrion a graded horse. So I'm happy there. So yeah, we've got a few horses which haven't really run this season. I'm struggling to find things that I think they'll compete in. I'm just going to have to bite the bullet and throw them into something, probably. Honestly, I found something of a shift that I think might work. I might be being too cautious now. I might be a little bit too cautious. Okay. Day of. We save. We double check. Let's go. Let's go. Ready to go. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, what's this field look like again? Let me think. Yeah, Fearless Poet is our Kentucky Derby winner. That's the one that we're up against. Pelagrosso's in there, didn't run well. Eastern Lads in here, and we've already beaten them and Perfect Chi at the Florida Derby. I know they're both in here. And then Lechlade Lass, yes. Okay, so some I've beaten. Some I would have gone head-to-head with at the Derby, and then Lechlade Lass, which I thought was a pretty good horse. But hasn't been running well, honestly. I didn't realize it had, finished so far back, and then didn't run well in those, so maybe I misjudged that. Apart from that, there's a bunch of others, grade 3s, a couple of grade 2s in there. But yeah, I'm looking at it and I'm not really fearing much. This is a test. This is us and Fearless Poet. That's how I see this going down. It's the Kentucky Derby winner against the one that might have won it if he was there. Maybe rose-tinted, maybe optimistic to think that way. And the betting certainly does not back us there. We'll move to 9 to 1s though, behind Dilly Dally. We've got joint favourites of Fearless and Lechlid up at the top of the list. Yeah, okay. Yep. Oh, let's go. Come on, Druss. Now, this is going to be interesting. If we lose, then, hey, all that fuss and anguish before was for nothing, because we probably wouldn't have done much at the Derby either. But let's say we win this. That kind of points that we could have had a shot at the earlier race. And that could have put us in a position with 2 out of 3 Triple Crown races won. That would have put Druss as the best horse we have ever had in this save. On this version. On Starters Order 7. We've got the right inside, right on the rail. It's a huge field. 16 horses. Dazzling Quinlet and Vaguely Dice are at the front with us, and Lechlid last. Back to Jack Dawkins, and there's Pellegriso on the inside. Royal Marino coming up, and then the rest. It looks like Perfect Chi is at the rear of this field. 4 furlongs coming round the turn. We're in prime position, nothing in front of us, nothing to block on the inside rail. Down to the final 2 furlongs, furlong and a half. We're driving away from Lechlid last. Who's coming up? There's Pellegroso up into 3rd. It looks like Fearless Poet's going to make a dash down the inside. Inside the last furlong, Pellegroso's going to come for us. And Fearless Poet's going to come. They're not going to have enough. From deep east, the lad's going to make a run. But we're going to take the Preakness. Druss wins the Preakness. And my faith in the horse is well founded. But boy, oh boy, what could have been if the injury hadn't taken her away from us. We could have had the Kentucky Derby and Preakness winner in Druss. So, look at that. Disputed the lead early, led before halfway. We pushed out. We were second, but no distance back from the leader at 2 furlongs. See, I don't see why it says 2 furlongs there. Is that 2 furlongs into the race? And then 5 furlongs into the race? I think that might be what it is. We were just behind, and then we pushed right out. But yeah. Whoa. Now, Poet didn't run great, but might be a better mile too. So, sadly, we'll never really know if we would have had a chance. But look, Tyrion now goes down with an injury. Are you kidding me? These injuries, man. 7 weeks. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. I don't normally get injuries, and to get them kind of back to back is a bit of a shame. But yeah, man, Druss. Oh. Just fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So who is Druss? On my list, Druss is the only game-named horse in this entire list of 1-year-olds, at least the yearlings. And that is Zagato. That is the horse that is currently going bonkers. And that is the game bred. I've bred all the rest of these, I think. So, it's It's interesting. It's interesting that's the one that's turned out good. But yeah, 2 Grade 1 wins. Happy with that. Very bittersweet over the fact that, yeah, we took the Preakness, but we were robbed of the opportunity to even compete in the Kentucky Derby. And it's much the same field. We're going to make a save. We're going to double save. Triple save, just so if anything does happen, even if we restore the backup, if there's any issue, we should still have it at this point. Grade 2, 1 mile. Bella's 1 over 7 furlongs. We're moving up a little in distance here. But Bella's a horse I really like as well. So let's see what we can do here. In fact, I think this is another Grade 1 horse in the making. Yeah, okay. Seek the Truth. Up there with us, not a bad horse, but again, I back my horses. I push them a little bit too much at times. But at least we know what we're going to get, more than likely. The Will Rogers Stakes, short field of just 6 horses. Bella's up early, making some headway. Seek the Truth is going to come with us. And then it's back to Pete the Feet in third. Absolute Princess flanked on the inside by Eddie Mack and Negus de Beaumont on the outside. Seek the Truth has the rail as we go round this long left-hander. Pete the Feet is going to try and make up the ground to come on to our heels. We're inside 2 furlongs. Approaching 1.5. We're making our move. Pete the Feet is coming through strongly as well. There's not much else from deep. Pete's not going to have this. Seek the Truth fades. Bella absolutely cruises on down and picks up another Grade 2 beautiful run. We were not even hard pushed there. I really thought that we'd have a bit more of a fight from Seek the Truth, and then Pete would come in strong. We kind of had that, but we were absolutely the class of this field. Absolutely loving that. So we take the Preakness, we take a good Grade 2 for Bella, who now becomes our top-rated horse, despite the Preakness win. Really? 2 Grade 1s versus 2 Grade 2s. Like, surely Druss is the top-rated horse. Surely it's got to be the top-rated horse. That's strange. That's strange. Even Tyrion's the same, and he hasn't even won. He's won a Grade 3, and that's it. Okay, I find that a little bit weird. Should probably be up more like 120, but it is what it is. Shift. Shift is in the Grade 3. Yeah, and this is one I wasn't too sure on, if I'm honest with you. Indian Ridge, top rated, top weighted, and the bookie's favourite. Except as we go to the line, there's been a betting shift indeed. Yeah, this is us and Indian Ridge. According to the tipsters and the betting, all there is to it. There's a couple other decent horses in here, but a little bit agitated for the field. Nobody else is running particularly well. So can we make this a good opening part of this video? We've already got some big results, some good wins. This is only a Grade 3. It's a 10-horse field. We're there in the center. Looks like Indian Ridge will be one of the 2 out right and early. Corridor Sun, dangerous horse in the red and black just behind us. Indian Ridge takes the rail. Water Clock will lead us out. The rest of the field in a line at the rear. As we come now into position, Water Clock still leading us out. Indian Ridge on our inside, drifting back a little bit. 1.5 furlongs. Here comes that kick from Indian Ridge, and what a kick it is. That is unbelievable, but no, we kick on instead. We block off their path anyway. Ducal's coming in really quickly from the rear with Maison Brûlée. They're going to finish in second and third, but Shift will indeed take it. That's a grade 3 on Shift. Absolutely fantastic stuff there. So not a huge margin there, but that's another win. That's a grade on Shift finally. So we got a grade 3 there, grade 3 on Copper, grade 3 on Tyrion. You got the 2 grade 2s and a grade 3 on Bella, and of course the 2 grade 1s and a grade 3 on Druss. So still missing a couple of these horses, and we still need to find a few races. We need to find another race of Copper, Huntress, Amelin, and Red Hand. Oh, need to find those. So you're probably still a mile. You're probably still a mile 2 or a mile 1. You're probably still a 6 furlongs, 6 furlongs, 6 furlongs. You're mile still. You're 6 furlongs, yeah. So all the ones we're struggling are those sprinters over 5 and 6 furlongs. I don't really want to test them over 7. It's kind of where I'm struggling to find these races, if I'm honest. So, no, I'm not going international. No. No. I can't do it. I can't do it. Right, grade 3. Grade 2. Grade 3 and an allowance. Novice handicap. Yeah, I think I just load up on these 6 furlongs, if I'm honest. I mean, I think my best out of these is probably Copper. But he does lack a little bit of pace. Next would be probably Bella, Shift, and Druss. Huntress? Red Hand? I know Amelin's my worst horse. I'm pretty much well aware of that. I think we'll go with Huntress. Yeah, Huntress is decent. Red Hand lacks a little bit more pace. So Huntress is my next one to try and find. Okay, so Copper. What are we going to run with Copper? Copper, we might run that grade 2. I think that's a mistake. I really think that's a mistake. We're going to let it sit for now. I think we run a grade 3 on Huntress. Then we run that grade 3 on Red Hand. And then Amelin could just run the allowance. Could just run the allowance. Could be a good idea to put it like in a handicap and put the apprentice jockey. I understand there's ways to game the system, but I'm not looking just to win races that mean nothing. I'm really looking to test the horses, try and push them to the next level as quickly and as best I can. So yeah, I'm just trying to build them up in a certain way, and that doesn't involve selling races or handicaps. Allowance races, maybe a novice race or a push. I don't really like the conditions races and those kind of things, and I don't like using my apprentice jockey unless I'm just like really low weight for something, or if I'm going to be hugely overweight. So it's kind of why I book the way I do. But that puts those 4 races on those guys when you've run once. And I can hold off these if I need to. But I think I should run that. I mean, there might be some, mile 4s in there who can run a mile 3, mile 4. Maybe they'll have that little bit more distance over us. We're going to probably struggle a little bit to hit the mile 4. But a lot of these are the mile 1, mile 2 horses. So they're in no different boat than Druss. They might be more adaptable. I don't know. But we can beat them if we're all at our proper level, at our proper distance. So I think I've got to see. I've just got to see if I can win this one. Then that injury might have been the only thing stopping us from a Triple Crown. So I kind of need to, I need to know. I just need to know. At this point, I feel like I need to know. Okay, so on the 3rd is an auction I don't care about, so I can skip over here. Huntress, grade 3. I don't think, I don't know. I really want to say we're a grade 3 winning horse. We look like a grade 3 winning horse. But we just haven't been able to run well. We've got good acceleration, good speed, potentials up there, decent enough confidence, enthusiasm. There's nothing here which says this is a bad horse. But I just don't know. I've just really been waiting for the stamina to go up, and it hasn't. So are we going to get backed? We do. We move in, we move out, and then we stay 12-1. This is a Crozon race. Okay. We'll see about that. Again, this is one of those horses I don't have confidence in. I love how it looks. I love all the stats. But I'm just not thrilled about how it's run as a 2-year-old or where it's at as a 3-year-old. We will see. Bahamian, Jazz with next edition, and Huntress at the front. Also, significant move of Special Endeavour here as well. Significant move making, a significant move there, just taking the lead. We're going to kick out over 2 furlongs, just get ourselves half a length ahead. Special Endeavour a little blocked off there. Next edition starting to make some kind of move. We're waiting for the big push here. Here it comes from Special Endeavour. Probably the best horse in the field. We held it up as much as we could. We didn't have the fight, but we had the position, we had the room, we had enough pace to hold everybody back. And unless that gets disqualified, we just missed out. And we do miss out. Special Endeavour will take that. I'm not 100% convinced. Okay, give me something about distance. There's nothing here to tell me. There's nothing here to tell me any different, so it's not a bad run, it's just not a win. Okay. I think I'm in the same boat with Armelin and Red Hand. I don't think they're grade 3 winners this year. I think we might sneak it at the end of the year if they jump up in stamina to increase their distance. Then I think maybe, but I just don't think they're good enough to win those sprints at graded level, which is a shame. Might just be as we go. Okay. What have I given you? Grade 2. Yeah, okay. Test. Couple of tests on the 11th. Okay. So, Copper Okay, runs late. Okay, Pellegroso, Fearless Poet, we know those. I'm not 100% worried that about those being in here. There's some other horses that I think maybe more distance horses that could pose a bit more of a problem. Yeah, I'm not too sure. Not too sure. We should be okay, but we probably are not the best horse over this distance. So Pellegroso. Yeah, he'd be the one I fear. Fearless Poet, not so much. Again, it's a short or a horse, maybe 1 mile 1. Well, 1 mile 1 winners, but we can run a mile 2 without too much issue. Again, I'm disappointed if we're not top 3 here. So, theoretically, could have won the Kentucky Derby. We did go out and win the Preakness. And going into the, technically, this would be the Belmont. Again, I feel that we could be in a top 3 position. That's a pretty healthy, if I'm honest, a pretty healthy Triple Crown run. So let's see. Will it materialize that way or not? Vaguely DC will go to the front with Desert King and ourselves. Then back to Pellegroso there in the yellow spots on green with Romulus Date on the inside. Everybody else towards the rear. We're holding second place now on the back straight. Vaguely has a commanding lead at this stage. We're going to catch up a little bit here. There we go, Desert King making up that bridge run. We're going to swap over a little bit. Oh, we're not doing great there. Flopped inside, outside, moved around, didn't do anything. Inside a mile and a half, dilly-dally with Desert King. There's Fearless Poet making an excellent run on the outside. Gonna fade now inside this final furlong. Dilly-dally will take it. Fearless Poet probably now gonna finish just in second place. We're gonna finish way down the order. So we did not have that distance. Fearless Poet ran well. I am utterly surprised. Utterly surprised, but delighted for Fearless Poet. Wins the Derby. Possibly wouldn't have if we were there. But 4th place in the Preakness, the one we won. But pulls himself back and gets a 2nd place in Brooklyn. So, that's commendable. That is commendable. A win, a 2nd, and a 4th place in the Triple Crown. That is pretty good indeed. Druss fell off. We were eased. We weren't persevered with. Probably would have got 5th, maybe 6th place if we would have really fought for the line. But I had to see. I just had to see what we could do. But yeah, in the end, yeah, that was a bridge too far. But I'm going to say we did well. You know, we had a shot at the Brooklyn. We had a very good Preakness. And I do believe we would have won or been within a whisker of the Kentucky Derby. So, disappointment that we didn't see it unfold. But hey, it is what it is. In this one, Delamy is running. And I don't think it'll struggle with this field. So, let's go make our money. Okay, it's a little bit more than I thought was being spent, but don't screw me, no. Oh. Whew. 5 lengths back. In second place, the Supreme Ruler. So that's why you bet on the legends and we get our money back up to where we would have been. Okay, and now we're in Copper. Copper's a little agitated, sweating badly. That's you done? Really? Like, we know Cavalotti, we know Starcraft, we know a few of these horses, but they're not better than Copper. They are not better than Copper, but Copper sweating up, I think, takes us out of it. I really believe that takes us out of it. I'm not even going to watch Grade 2, 4th, 4 lengths back. Yeah, I think we could have got top 2 there. I think we could have got top 2 if we hadn't have sweated up. So, oh, that's annoying. That is annoying. So Huntress couldn't quite pull out the win. Copper sweated up and Russ just too far in that Belmont/Brooklyn Stakes. Apart from those sort of disappointments, everything's going to plan. So can Red Hand get a Grade 3 win? I think we find something that a Merlin can win as well. We've got these 2 races coming up. Let's see, Breeders, contiguous. 1-5, 4 of which have been graded. Okay. Interesting. We just won money, thanks to Dale Army. So bid a little bit of money. Let's see. Are you any good? Well, the answer is yes. The answer is I meet your minimum requirements. So we have the 70% potential. We have the 70 confidence, which is more than 40. The enthusiasm as well needs to be at least 40. We've got 60 there. We're over 80 in extra speed instead of the 70 we need. Cruising burst, I like at least 20. For a horse that's 3 or older, we got a decent amount there, 45 full bars. Yeah, we got 3 Grade 1 wins. That is pretty tasty, so okay. You're in fall. Set up here with Bidemont to see if I can get most of your stats, but add in that battling qualities from Bidemont as well. That could be very interesting. Could be a nice mix. So let's see if we can do that. And yeah, I'm fairly happy with that. Actually, that's not a bad purchase at all. Yearlings on the 29th, so I don't know about yearlings. I don't know. We might skip over that. Red Hand will be the favorite for this Grade 3. Okay. Unusual. We don't normally get to be favorites. Let's look at this field. Okay, 65, 78, 81. Not worried about. These are all similar to us. Everybody else is carrying some weight. Us 3 aren't. Some of those have got good results. There's much of a muchness. I don't know anything about it, but we are heavily favored. Ooh. But then we get pushed out the betting. This could be interesting. So let's see where this one goes. So we got Tascoga, and I think it was, who was it? Miracle House maybe was the other one. So Doc Hay out in the lead here with Victory Note. Then ourselves on the outside coming in now just in front of Miracle House, who's got Catherine Perry, Citico and Tascoga at the rear of the field. Let's move it along a little bit and see as we come off this bend. We move just the outside there. Final 2 furlongs. Looks like Catherine Perry's going to come and run at this one. Very nice run indeed from them. Now the final furlong. Do we have what it takes to kick on and make a case for this? It looks like Miracle House and Satoko are going to come through really strong here as well. Red Hand is going to leave this way too late to make any impact. We're going to finish down in 4th place, and that is not where we wanted to be. Oh my. I don't know what happened there. Like 6 furlongs, we're not quick. I get that. But really, we shouldn't be fading like that. We really shouldn't be fading like that, so... It's not going to be anything at 5. It's not going to be anything Red Hand can run unless they pull the distance up, which... At this stage, I'm not confident they're going to do. Yeah. There's certainly some question marks. Certainly some question marks. Yeah, not fussed with that. So, little allowance race now. For Amelin, Franny is the top rated. Tipsters say Franny with Star Rebel. That's what the betting also says. So Star's a little agitated, Moon's a little lazy, but Franny looks calm, ready to go. It's only an allowance race. I'm probably actually just going to skip this. So, 3, 2, 1, and super speed. Yeah, I'm only making some late headway, but Friday from start, and then Kings. Ooh. Slightly hampered. Yeah. If you can't move out from sprinting as a 3 to 4 year old, I mean, really, your career is done. At that stage, your career is done because you just cannot get the distance. Everything is a mile to a mile 4. So, Shift, Copper, a Merlin, Red Hand. I just don't know. Then you got horses like Bellows winning some grade 2s over that mile. You got Huntress, who's, you know, not quite winning, but at least has got the distance now, just improved. And then you got Druss. It's been really impressive, and Tyrion, who a little bit hit and miss, but you know, we're happy with how things are lining up. So, if Huntress can run a mile, might be more likely to be 7. There's a grade 2, which might be it. What do I like over a mile? It's a grade 3. We can always dip back for the grade 2 later if we need to. So 7 is there, we still pick up a 7. Okay. Yeah, you've now got the distance. I want to test you out. Huntress. So not a bad horse. As a 2-year-old, came close in a couple of maidens. Didn't really impress after that. Finally won a maiden as a 3-year-old. And then came close to picking up a grade 3. So now we're going to use the increased distance to continue that grade 3 hunt. So we're there. We got a shot. Top rated with a few horses. Lower weighted than they are. That's some full steam. We split it with Princess Breda, who's very calm, as is Vaguely DC. Sister Gabrielle a little bit wound up. Let's see. Can we get this win on Huntress? It's raining. It's grass. It's not really what we're used to. We're used to a dry, dusty dirt track. We got a wet turf to run on. Sister Gabrielle will be out in the lead here. Then we got the stablemates Princess Bread and Vaguely Daisy. Miss Myrtle, Rosa Stradbali, Ludoviciana, and Full Steam at the rear. We've got the inside track as we come around here. Princess Breda ready to make a move. 1.5 furlongs. We're going to dart up the outside here, inside. So here comes Breda on the outside. Looks like Ludoviciana will be coming in from deep. Princess Breda is going to have enough power to come right steaming past us. Huntress here is going to fight and try to hold on to that second place. Just going to get pipped, I believe, there by Ludoviciana. We will fall down into third. Just didn't have enough to hold off that late run, maybe. Oh, that was a short head. I think that was a short head. Ouch. Really? It's going to put us back to... We were not that far behind. Are you kidding me? Am I imagining things that did that race like we were short head? We weren't that far back. That is crazy. This is why I don't know what to believe sometimes. Yeah, Huntress. Okay, Huntress does like the 7. That's what I thought. It is what I thought. So at least we know what we're doing with Huntress. Let's go book that race now. It's a grade 2, but I mean, there's not much else we can do about that. So shift is still 6. I'm not booking anyone unless they're 7 to a mile. Okay, so Bella, you won a mile grade 2. There's another one there. There's a couple more later on. Let's run you in. Let's see. Tyrion. Oh. Another week. Okay, so probably going to be about a week. Yeah, okay. So nothing before the 11th. That's good. We got some grade 3s. I think we're just going to want to book you in. You're still holding about a mile 2 or a mile 1. Let's see what we've got for you. So that's that grade 1. Those grade 1s late. Mile 2 would be grade 1 and nothing late. Ooh, Hollywood Gold Cup. Haskell, I mean, that's really tempting. Oh, legend. Chance to beat a legend. Yeah, why not? Why not? Could be the best chance we've got. Okay, so copper, 10%, bar, shifts to 10% bar, we ignore those. Ambulance to 10% bar, red hands 10% bar. So, we've got Druss against the legend. We got Bella in a grade 2 again. Then Tyrion should be up for a grade 3. And then we got Huntress in a grade 2, which is maybe a step too far, but it's all we got at 7, which is where we really need to run. Okay. I think these will be the last 4 of this video then, as we move in through July. Let's get Druss running. Hollywood Gold Cup. Oh, we're down. We're really down the list. They don't think we can run well. Okay, I mean, we didn't run the Derby. We run the Preakness, which is slightly shorter. And then we flamed out at a couple of lengths longer. We're age 3, maybe our inexperience, they think, is going against us. But I gotta know. I've gotta know, can Druss beat Sprinter Sacre? I've gotta know. We should be able to run a mile 2. We should be able to do well. So, see, are we mature enough? Are we good enough? Will we be lucky enough? We got unlucky with the Derby not being able to participate. We won the Preakness. We knew the Belmont wasn't our race, but we just needed to see that race unfold. And we're going to lead out this field of pretty good horses. So we got Fluctuation there, Sprinter Sacre with Abbey Minster, Vittorino coming up into it. There we go, the Legend just on our flank. Down to the final 2 furlongs, and there goes the Legend. And with them, Marsh's Gift, Victorious Road Truck, Abbey Minister, Fluctuation, and Farewell Midnight. We're going to start making more of a run back into it. But I think here comes Abbey Minster and Fluctuation. There's your 1-2 punch. Abbey Minster with a great run to take this by a length. And oh, Anna Palladia nearly took 3rd there, but just gets held off. So no chance, okay. Oh, I wanted that one. I wanted that one. It was a reach, but I wanted it. Mile 2. Okay. I still think we're a mile 2. I don't feel we're a mile 1. But I think in these big races, we probably got a better shot against the mile 1 horses. It's a big step up moving out of just age 3s as well. When you're in a 3 and up race, you can get done. So I think we saw a little bit of that, a little bit more quality, a little bit more maturity and development from those horses, a little step up and an unfamiliar distance, even though we should be able to run at that distance without much issue. Just a combination of everything else. So we're red to amber, staying amber, going green. Day of race. Oh, a little more time. Did we just get in too early? Okay. I mean, I can try and push you. Into that one, I mean. I don't think it's worth running. Top weight, not fully ready. I don't think there's any reason to run that. Let's just move Bella into position. She's got her grade 2. Let me check the breeding as well. I can't know, can I? Okay. Let's make sure we do that before we do anything else. Once we're out of the day. Okay, a little agitated there. Bella's got a good shot here, though. Let's just see. And there we go. Not a bad run. Peace Bay will be out early. We're going to take the inside there at the front. We've got Love for Love coming up. Let's see how things go. So we take the inside rail at the front. That means we cannot be blocked off as things stand. A few horses moving up like cheerleader. But there we go. Between 2 furlongs and 1.5, Bella absolutely kicks on, destroys that field there. Down to the final furlong. Here comes Riccadonna. He doesn't have the sustain there. Light Hand's going to make some work to try and get up into second place. But Bella, running free, easy, cool, calm and collected, will pick up a very easy win. That's what we like to see. The rest of the field way behind, the fight for second place and a fight as well for fourth. But when it all is said and done, Bella with nearly 5 lengths there in that grade 2. We've got a star miler on our hands, I feel. So Druss over a mile 1, Bella over a mile. We've got 2 horses I feel can really compete moving forward. And yeah, I'm very happy with that. Very happy with that indeed. So we'll see how they progress a little later on in the season. So Tyrion, I'm going to check and see how far we were away. At least a couple of days, so it wasn't that close. So yeah, I don't think it would have been a good idea to run. Now Huntress, 7 furlongs, grade 2. I don't think we're going to win, but like, this is where we're being directed. We're being directed in this direction. Grade races over 7 furlongs. So again, we're on the inside. Gonna hopefully not get boxed in. We will have Gonna Be Sharp in front of us with Papman de Charmille stopping us from going anywhere right now. So hopefully, there we go. There's a gap to open up with. Inside 2 furlongs, moving up to 1.5. Bahamian Jazz comes into things with Recession Proof and Darius. We're up on the inside though. We're all chasing down Gonna Be Sharp. It looks like Recession Proof is going to make the move. Coming through is Darius. Special Endeavor as well. We're not going to catch Gonna Be Sharp. I think kind of ran into the back of it a little bit. We were kind of blocked off in a couple of places. Not the best route to run. But yeah, too far for us there. We weren't really going to be able to compete. So, Huntress, Amelin, Red Hand, disappointed. Shift, disappointed. Copper, disappointed. We haven't been able to get the distance on most of those. Huntress, who's just been able to get the distance, isn't running well. Tyrion's okay. Not a great horse, but decent. And then Bella, I think, is a grade 1 mile up. Druss, mile 1, mile 2. Grade 1 winner already. So, yeah, a couple of decent horses. Couple then that I'm a little disappointed didn't perform better. And then Huntress only just moving up to a mile with horses like I say Shift, Copper, Amelin and Red Hand still not getting a distance. I mean, that's just really bad. It's really bad because there's nothing to run. Absolutely nothing to run. No graded races. You know, there's a couple of handicaps, bits and pieces here. There's a grade 2 and an allowance race there. That's it. We might get 1 or 2 more before the end. We might get 1 each for them before the end if they don't increase their distance. Yeah, kind of bittersweet with some of these horses. We're not running the way we want to. Bella is 100% on the year, and that's after a really disappointing 2-year-old season where we couldn't win maidens. But we open up with a grade 3. Then we pair a grade 2 at the same distance, and before moving up with another pair of grade 2s at a higher distance. So, 7 furlongs to a mile. Bella is running well. We need to test for the rest of the season. We need to find a grade 1 over a mile and bolt Bella into that. That's my main focus. There's 2 grade 2s we can pull in there. So I think we're going to pencil in for that grade 2. And then Druss. Grade 1s. I want to test in the best grade 1 mile one I can find. Mon Petit Namor. Pretty decent horse. Pretty decent horse. Selling races, they're inflating, which is kind of silly, but yeah. We'll see. 7th and 8th of August. Yeah. Pretty happy with that. Gotta find some other races. Gotta try and see what can happen. But hey, it's a bit of a weird save. Horses badly underperforming. But I don't know. We had this with Glingamil. We did have this with Glingamil. They broke out later. I'm willing to give them their 4-year-old, 5-year-old season maybe to figure it out. But horses like Bella and Druss, we could get rid of the rest, concentrate on those, and I still think we'd be in good shape. That's where we're going to leave it. Druss doesn't quite show his quality in the last couple of races. Couldn't get the Belmont, and did not do well at a mile 2 against the very cream of the crop. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how we rebound from that, and if Bella can find and win a grade 1 3-year-old as well. But that's kind of what I'm hoping for out of those two. I'd love to get graded wins on every horse. So that's Red Hand, Amelin, and Huntress. We'd need to find that. Just don't know if we've got the races with these guys to do that. But yep, we'll see how it plays out in the future. That's for another video. Until then, I've been Chris Orme. Thanks very much for watching. This is Starters on the 7 at Villa Marethren. Till next time, guys. Take care of yourselves.